Does the CSI effect make admitting evidence harder in court? Imagine sitting in a courtroom where the judge and jury are influenced by what they see on crime shows. That's the essence of the CSI effect. It's a term used to describe how popular television dramas have changed what people expect during trials. Many viewers now believe that every case should have high-tech proof like DNA tests or fingerprint analysis. But in real life, that's not always possible or necessary. In actual court cases, the strongest evidence might be eyewitness testimony, written documents, or circumstantial evidence. Yet, jurors influenced by crime shows might doubt a case if it lacks flashy forensic evidence. They might think the case isn't strong enough without scientific proof, making it harder for prosecutors to win. They may feel the evidence isn't convincing unless it looks like what they see on television. Defense attorneys also face challenges. When prosecutors present scientific evidence, jurors might give it more weight simply because it looks impressive or sounds technical. This can make it difficult for the defense to challenge evidence that appears scientific but isn't necessarily reliable. Jurors might assume that scientific evidence is always correct, which isn't always the case. Research shows that while viewers of crime shows do expect more forensic evidence, it doesn't always change their verdicts. Some jurors may still decide based on other evidence, but the expectation for scientific proof can influence how cases are tried. Prosecutors often feel pressured to include more forensic evidence, even if it isn't strictly needed. This can increase costs and workload for crime labs and slow down the trial process. Technology plays a role too. As people become more accustomed to trusting data and scientific methods, their expectations grow. Crime shows have helped shape this cultural shift, making scientific evidence seem more essential. In court, judges and lawyers now have to think about what jurors expect to see. They might need to explain why certain evidence isn't available or isn't necessary. This can make trials longer and more complicated. So, does the CSI effect make admitting evidence harder? It doesn't change the rules about what evidence can be admitted, but it does influence what jurors want to see. This can make it harder to win cases without scientific proof and more difficult to challenge scientific evidence when it's presented. Overall, trials tend to focus more on forensic proof, even when other types of evidence are just as valid. Understanding this effect helps everyone involved in court to remember that what they see on television isn't always how real-life trials work. All types of evidence deserve fair consideration, no matter how high-tech or simple they are.